this year. Get a stop, and now they turn it over to Morgan and company, and Mohamed Ibrahim, who is... Iowa stuffs it, sets up third down. Gophers have been good on third down this year. First pass attempt, to no surprise, Rashad Bateman, who has over half the catches by this receiver.
Are inside the numbers. You know, teams do such a good job of stopping his production, not only down the field, but anything on the outside. So when you look at his production, almost half of it have come inside the numbers because that's the space.
On play action over the middle, the first down, dropped by Bateman.
On for a little play action pass. Didn't have it. Well done by Belton. He's reading the eyes of Morgan.
Belton played. Morgan keeps it. Morgan has this.
And take another look. They've got Bateman in on the slot. He does a good job getting the outside of Belton. Unfortunately, the ball is just a tad bit late.
Tanner Morgan to pass. Finds Bateman. Bateman has enough and stays on his feet. Takes it out.
I can hear Nick Niemann. And you're going to take this opportunity every time. They call that little jerk route. Trying to make that inside linebacker look like a jerk, make him go one way.
Why you got to be like that,
the other. Hey, I'm just telling you. It's offensive football, but that's also how you get Rashad Bateman the football.
To Ibrahim. Cuts upfield. Ibrahim buries his shoulders and has a first down. Trying to get some of those yards right back. Back to him on 2nd and 14. It'll be Morgan deep to the sideline and out of bounds, but a flag comes in.
It's Matt Hankins working against Daniel Jackson, the true freshman. And a little contact there, pushing him to the outside.
To give to Ibrahim. Not much going so far for Ibrahim. We talked about how stout. Ibrahim tries to cut upfield. 3rd and long.
From out of Tampa.
All the targets have gone to Bateman. This ball is tipped in the air and almost intercepted by Iowa.
And now you're back in your own territory.
Ibrahim able to cut upfield and get it to midfield.
Wind becomes a factor, right?
That's why I wrote it down, Brady. Over the middle and right through the hands of Bateman.
Play action pass. When they respect the run, they'll step up and they get engaged. There's a little more space. Doesn't look like he touched it, but unless a ball that Rashad.
Minnesota has been dealt 35 yards worth of penalties. 3rd and 10. Pressure. Morgan able to escape and dive forward. Looks like he's got enough for the first down. Side Iowa territory tonight. Morgan has some time. Now has to escape. And he heaves it towards the boundary. Chris Ottman-Bell was in. Ibrahim. Shy of the 40.
Make a play.
It's been a fairly quiet first half so far for Ibrahim. And another 3rd and 6. We're seeing a lot of 3rd and mediums, 3rd and long for the Golden Gophers here in the first half. Morgan stepping up. Able to find Ibrahim. And it's incomplete. And they're trying to find a way to get Ibrahim going. He scored 15 touchdowns through 3 games. Morgan connects to Ottman-Bell. On 3rd and 2. Ball comes out. And it sounds like they rule him down. And they do. Tanner Morgan trying to step up from the pressure. give to Ibrahim. Ibrahim into the second layer. Bounces off the tackle. Drags a couple of Hawkeyes with them for a first down.
Take a look at this. Ibrahim lowering his shoulders. Sticking it to Kayvon Merriweather there.
Morgan eyeing the boundary. Ottman-Bell makes a man miss. Morgan over the middle, and it's intercepted by the Hawkeyes. Jack Kerner with the
End zone.
Bateman out of bounds. Right near the marker. Ibrahim has it out of the backfield near midfield, a first down. Their first points of the night.
Looking like they want to pressure, maybe force the ball out of Minnesota's hands.
Morgan cannot connect with Bateman, who was well covered underneath. Morgan out of bounds, looking for Daniel Jackson. Iowa brings pressure. Morgan down the seam, caught. That's Chris Ottman-Bell. Earlier.
This is what you needed about a play ago. You know, more down the field throws, but it's tough to tell from that angle if he led with the shoulder. But at this point, though, I think the initial contact almost hits him in the back of the shoulder pads. You know, this is one of those plays where you got to be thankful you got a guy.
Minnesota in the first half ran just 3 plays inside of Iowa territory. Trying to get Ibrahim going right away to begin the second half. He runs right into Chauncey Golston. The only to this point was just cleared to play on Sunday. Ibrahim out of the backfield, and he will barely get back to the line of scrimmage. 5th time they've been in 3rd and 6 or greater tonight. Morgan spins out of it. Now trips himself up. Makes something out of nothing. Gets it past the 10. Tonight has been their own 16. Ibrahim on 2nd and 4, and he's got the first down. Remember, to pass, brought down for a sack. Van Valkenburg once again.
That guy.
First down, finds Bateman. Bateman gets it for plenty for the first down.
There's Bateman. Look at the end, cut into the soft spot of the zone coverage. This is where he could be dangerous. You get him out in the open field where he gets yards after contact, yards after the catch.
That's good for 24. See 10 targets, just 4 catches on the night. Ibrahim finds the corner. But it's out. Ibrahim has a first down, and he spins his way inside of
55% of the rushes actually were to the right, a little bit of an edge, but also they actually average a yard better to the right than to their left.
He picks up 13 on this carry.
Obviously like the experience of a guy like Connor Olson on that right.
Just the 4th play tonight for Minnesota inside Iowa territory. Guards. Ibrahim is just over 70 now on the night after a fairly quiet first half. They feed him again. Now third and short. Ibrahim finds the corner, throws out a stiff arm. Ibrahim gets a breather. They have Cam Wiley in the backfield. Wiley gets the carry, turns upfield, and a flag is down.
Yeah, they got Blaze Andries.
It's the 8th penalty for Minnesota. They find Wiley. Now we bring in Mike. Mike, your thoughts on that last call?
Oh, come on now.
The tone between you two is suddenly taking a change of direction, I must say. Brady isn't so nice when people don't agree. This is a long throw. He finds Bateman. He's able to spin forward just shy of the first down.
You know what, that's over 20 yards this entire year. Everything's had to be kind of coming back to the quarterback and in front.
Well, they have looked his way often tonight, as you would imagine. Ibrahim tripped up to attempt a pass this year. He hands. Ibrahim's got the first down.
First of the week, he really wants to get Seth Green more involved in the passing game, but this is one of their staples. At 6'4", 240 pounds, you bring him to backfield, you force the defense to have to account for him.
Ibrahim now has more yards on the ground here in this quarter than he had in the entire first half. Brings it out near the 20. Ibrahim runs into a wall. Seth Benson right there. Morgan spins out of it. Having to throw across his body. And almost a fantastic catch, but looked like out of bounds.
Football. I don't want to step on your toes.
Third and 6. Look at a long drive, and Ibrahim's going to have to try to make something out of nothing. That's exactly what it is. Morgan to pass over the middle as Bateman wide open. Gets out to nearly midfield. With the program history. This time they do give to Ibrahim. Good run on first down. Back to him. Cuts upfield for the first down. First and 10. Ibrahim finds a hole, bursts upfield, and for Tanner Morgan and the Gophers. Morgan misfires, looking for Ko Kieft, who's been out the last couple of games, injured in the opener against Michigan.
Towards the advantage of Iowa tonight. So really it's been a situational football and just execution.
Morgan is brought down. What a night it is for Zach Van Valken. Morgan from the pocket, zips it over the middle, incomplete. Chris Ottman-Bell, who's had a quiet evening. Russell Wilson saying earlier this week that he believes Aaron Donald is the best defensive player he has ever faced in the NFL, which is not necessarily shocking news, but it does go to show you Russell Wilson's been around for a while. He's seen a lot of great defenders. He's played with a lot.
How this year so far has turned out, but there's a lot of reasons why I think they've gotten to this point. They kind of look the way they have.
Morgan flushed. Throws towards the sideline, incomplete, looking for Daniel Jackson. What are some of those reasons?
Well, they're doing that sort of thing. So that makes it difficult. Then you've got a new offensive coordinator, Mike Sanford, coming in. Now, he's running the same system. PJ Fleck's still a part of that, but it's still a filling out process for him to get to know this group. A couple offensive linemen are out, injuries, suspension.
Morgan with time, zips it over the middle, and a hard tackle on Chris Ottman-Bell.
Just, you lost, what, 4 draft picks to the NFL on defense? It gets hard to really overcome that when you don't have the time in the offseason to develop and to work with those players to get them to that point. And the hardest step, I think, for PJ Fleck in Minnesota is just to remain at that standpoint. You know, once you win the 10 games, that's a great mark to hit, but now it's staying at that mark.
11 wins last year, most for the Gophers since 1904. They won 7 games in conference for the first time in program history. You look at the success that was last year. They beat 2 coming off a dominating win against what was a decimated Illinois team on its 4th-string quarterback. Ibrahim needs 4. And he was stopped after about 3.
And look, all credit goes to
First down carry for Ibrahim. Win weekend in sole possession of first place in the Big Ten East.
It's crazy. It's crazy to think about. And there's all those conspiracy theories that, you know, IU says, oh, maybe we got some COVID cases. They avoid Ohio State, but then, you know, win out the rest of the year. Maybe they've got, you know, a leg up on Ohio State in that instance. I'm sure I see that happening, but on the Big Ten storylines, COVID impacting a lot of them. Ohio State. Penn State, just a disappointing year. Really thought they might be the 2nd best team in the Big Ten. And clearly not the case. But Indiana, what a great story. Tom Allen, you mentioned it. He's done a heck of a job there recruiting, developing. Michael Penix has become an absolute star at the quarterback spot for them. 8-1 now as a starter. And Stevie Scott carrying the load, mixing in. Especially in a season that's obviously been impacted and cut short. Nice to still be able to say you all took a part in that victory.
Ibrahim cuts up field. He might have just enough. Might be just an inch shy. Ibrahim got just enough for the first down. Morgan throws a little behind. As soon as that caught or dropped, it was Michael Brown-Stevens, who does not have a catch this year.
That's my feeling.
Yeah, well, we you know, Reggie Bush has trademarked Bush League, by the way, Mike. So unfortunately, you can no longer use that on air. It's a segment. It's a segment during Big Noon Kickoff. So you might be in trouble.
That must be where I heard it from.
Can Reggie bring Mike like a BLT or something, though? Swinging out to Cam Wiley inside the 30.
I think that's why it's the best.
I agree.
Oh, man.
Iowa trying to keep this shutout intact. Bateman has it for the first down. He is over 100 yards on the night.
But you know, nothing in the end zone. No really momentum-changing plays in this game. You really got to credit the job both sides of the ball have done for Iowa.
Caught inside the 10.
The offensive line did a heck of a job.
Stepping up, Morgan tucks, brought down inside the 5, calling for timeout.
I've already got a meeting with Pereira. So.
Well, he's started to eat. And finally, a touchdown for the Gophers. Rashad Bateman. It will avoid the shutout tonight on their home turf.
And obviously, look, you'd love to see that for the playmaker that opted out at one point. Once they decided to come back and play football, he opted back in. He wanted to play, wanted to compete, be with his teammates. Really not much more to prove. He is one of the top receivers after this year, heading into the NFL draft. That was easy pitch and catch. Morgan made it look probably a little harder than it needed to be with the